The iPhone Fold is no longer just a rumor floating around the tech world, with new dummy units and fresh leaks now making the rounds. Apple's first foldable iPhone suddenly feels very real and much closer than many expected. Reports suggest the device has already entered trial production, and with a possible September announcement on the horizon, excitement around the iPhone Fold is building fast. What makes this latest leak especially interesting is that it gives us what may be the clearest and most realistic preview yet of Apple's foldable phone design. And if these early looks are accurate, Apple is not simply copying what Samsung, Honor, or other Android brands have already done. Instead, the company appears to be taking a very different approach to the foldable smartphone category. According to leaked dummy units shared by well-known tipster Sonny Dixon, Apple is currently testing what could be the iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, and the long-rumored iPhone Fold. While the iPhone 18 Pro models seem to look very similar to current generation iPhones, the foldable model instantly stands out. It looks different, bold, and a little unusual at first glance. But that may be exactly what Apple is aiming for. The iPhone Fold is expected to use a book-style foldable design, meaning it opens like a mini tablet rather than flipping vertically like a clamshell phone. But unlike many existing foldables on the market, Apple's version appears shorter and wider. This makes it feel more like a compact iPad mini when unfolded, rather than a tall, narrow smartphone stretched into a tablet. That wider form factor could become one of the biggest talking points if Apple officially unveils the device this year. From the leaked images, the iPhone Fold seems designed with practicality in mind. The outer corners are rounded, helping it look modern and comfortable to hold, but the hinge side appears more squared off. This design choice likely exists to support the folding mechanism and improve durability. It may not be perfectly symmetrical, but it shows Apple could be prioritizing function, usability, and structural integrity over pure visual balance. Another key detail from the leak is the front display. Reports suggest the outer screen could measure around 5.4 inches, while the larger internal display may come in at 7.8 inches. The inner panel is rumored to use a 4:3 aspect ratio, which is especially interesting because that would make the unfolded display feel more like an iPad than a traditional smartphone. This could be a huge advantage for reading, multitasking, video calls, web browsing, and productivity apps. The wider external display also separates the iPhone Fold from many current foldable phones. One common complaint about foldables is that their cover screens can feel too narrow for comfortable everyday use. Apple may be trying to solve that problem by making the outer display wider and more natural to use when the device is closed. If true, this could give the iPhone Fold a major edge in daily USA bility. In terms of thickness, the leaked details are equally impressive. The iPhone Fold is rumored to be just 4.5 millimeters thick when opened and somewhere between 9 millimeters and 9.5 millimeters when folded. That would make it incredibly thin for a foldable device, especially considering the engineering challenges involved. Apple has reportedly worked hard to keep the design sleek without sacrificing too much performance, though some compromises may still be part of the package. Performance-wise, the iPhone Fold is expected to be a premium flagship. It may feature Apple's powerful 2 nanometers, A20 chip, along with 12 gigabytes of RAM, putting it in line with the company's top-tier devices. That means users can likely expect fast app performance, smooth multitasking, strong AI features, and a premium overall experience. For a first-generation foldable, Apple seems determined to make sure the internal hardware is strong enough to match the hype. That said, not everything may be because of the ultra-thin body and limited internal space. The iPhone Fold could miss out on some features found on Pro Max models. Reports suggest Apple may use Touch ID instead of Face ID, which would be a surprising change for a premium iPhone. In 2026, the rear camera setup is also rumored to include only 2 cameras, meaning there may be no dedicated telephoto lens for long-range zoom photography. Still, these trade-offs could make sense if Apple believes users will prioritize the foldable form factor over having every possible camera feature. After all, the biggest selling point of the iPhone Fold is not expected to be photography alone. It will likely be the combination of iPhone portability and iPad-style versatility in one device. That hybrid experience is what could make this product truly different from the rest of Apple's lineup. The concept is simple but powerful. When closed, the iPhone Fold works like a regular smartphone. When opened, it transforms into a much larger screen for entertainment, work, gaming, note-taking, and multitasking. This dual-purpose design could unlock new use cases for Apple users, especially if iOS or a future version of iPadOS is optimized to take full advantage of the foldable screen. The biggest question is whether Apple can deliver software features that truly justify the hardware. Foldable phones have been around for years now, but software optimization remains one of the category's biggest challenges. If Apple can create a polished foldable user experience with seamless app transitions, split-screen, multitasking, and exclusive productivity tools, the iPhone Fold could become much more than just a novelty. It could become the device that finally makes foldables mainstream for Apple users. Another major rumor surrounding the iPhone Fold is the possibility of a nearly crease-free display. This would be one of the most important achievements for Apple if it becomes reality. A visible crease has long been one of the biggest drawbacks of foldable phones, even on the most advanced models. If Apple manages to minimize or nearly eliminate the crease, it would instantly give the iPhone Fold a premium feel and set a new benchmark for the industry. The camera design also deserves attention. Based on the dummy units, the iPhone Fold may feature a camera bump or plateau somewhat similar to the rumored iPhone Air. It does not appear to stretch fully across the back, but it still gives the device a distinctive identity. On the front, the leak may also hint at where a 24MP under-display camera could be placed, adding to the futuristic feel of the product. As for price, the iPhone Fold is expected to sit firmly in the ultra-premium segment. Reports point to a starting price of around $1,999 for the 256GB model. That would place it in line with other high-end foldables from Samsung and competing brands. While this price will put it out of reach for many buyers, Apple likely sees the iPhone Fold as a halo product at launch, targeting early adopters, loyal Apple fans, power users, and those looking for the next major evolution in smartphone design. Even with all the excitement, there is still some uncertainty around the launch timeline. Apple is reportedly facing complex engineering challenges, which is not surprising for a foldable phone. Creating a durable hinge, a reliable, flexible display, a slim profile, strong battery life, and top-tier performance all in one device is extremely difficult. These issues could lead to a delay in availability. Even if Apple still announces the product in September, that means we may see the iPhone Fold revealed this year, but customers could have to wait longer before it actually ships. Still, the fact that trial production and realistic dummy leaks are now surfacing suggests the project has moved far beyond the concept stage. Apple's foldable future seems closer than ever. If these leaks are accurate, the iPhone Fold could become one of the most important Apple product launches in years. It has the potential to reshape the company's smartphone lineup, introduce a new category between iPhone and iPad, and push the foldable market into the mainstream. More importantly, it shows Apple may finally be ready to enter a space that Android brands have been exploring for years. But with its own signature approach, the foldable phone race is about to get a lot more interesting. And if Apple delivers the design, performance, and software experience users expect, the iPhone Fold may not just be another foldable. It could be the one that changes everything.